to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with with your readings for, what is it, October the 14th through October the 20th. And thank you guys. Thank you for all the likes, shares, comments, and the new subscribers. If you're returning, thank you so much for your loyalty and support of this channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you love these readings, or like them at least, and that you will come back. Now, these are general readings, guys, and they are for the collective. So keep in mind that sometimes Spirit needs to give a specific message to someone. So take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you would like a more personalized, tailored reading, you may click on this link here or go to my website. All the links will be below. This is for your sun, moon, and rising too. So those links will be in the show more section below too. I have a Facebook group, and I do a live stream in that Facebook group every 2 weeks. I'm a little late on it. I'm hoping to be able to do one tomorrow, Sunday. I'm hoping that some of you get this in time. I have been extremely busy this week, kind of organizing and getting everything ready, and I've been doing some reading, so I'm very grateful. Thank you. Now, what else? Another way to support me, guys, is through Patreon, and click on that link for it or look for it below. Check it out anywhere. I usually post things there that I don't post anywhere else, although I've been really laxy-daisy on my posts this week because things have been like, I've got to get stuff sorted. Anyway, lastly, these readings come in 3 sections, guys. This, the intro, and I'll put a skip time to this if you're checking out your sun, moon, and rising below. Then there is the astrological report, and I'll put another skip time if you're checking out your sun, moon, and rising. And then the tarot reading, the tarot card reading. So without further ado, let's go to the astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. This is your astrology report for the week of October the 14th through the 20th. There's not a lot going on. On Monday the 14th, the sun is square to Pluto, right? Well, that's kind of been happening anyway, particularly over the full moon on Sunday. It's forming a T-square, and that's, if you want to check out last week's, check out, because I talked about that last week. So the sun square Pluto, right? The sun is the life force. It's, you know, the light, it's energy, it's joy, right? And Pluto is darkness and deep, and and from the underworld, right? So it's like, this is like dark versus light, right? Good versus evil. We're going to have kind of a tumultuous time with this. Like sometimes it's like, oh, so much stuff is happening and, you know, you can't cope. And then something wonderful pops up. We're still feeling this beautiful sextile between the sun and Jupiter. So we're still feeling that. We'll be feeling that for most of the week. So that's really nice. You know, bursts of abundance are coming in. So it's lovely to feel that. Now, so let me give you an example of how Pluto square the sun is for me. Like, I've been really deeply organizing and getting rid of all my old paperwork, you know, taxes from years and years. So shredding and sorting. And the more you sort, the worse your place gets. And I had some help, so it was lovely. And so that was really lovely. Honestly, that was amazing to have someone help me. So then that starts like, oh, let me move this around, let me move that around. Then I'm going through photographs and I'm crying because I'm seeing my mom and my brother and reading cards that he'd sent me. And then, you know, and then in the middle of that, somebody contacts me for a reading, or so it's very, you know, opposing forces, if you will, are coming in and out. But it's almost like you feel the appreciation more with it. So, squares are motivating. So it kind of gets you up. Listen, you can be optimistic, but there's no point. Optimism without action is futile, right? It's foolhardy. So it's important to be optimistic, but it's important for our actions to match that optimism. We have to kind of get up and do something. And no matter what we're doing, it's shaking up the energy, right? It's like quantum physics, it's shaking it up so something good comes in. Now, on Wednesday, Mercury is in this beautiful relationship with Neptune, right? It's a trine. It's gorgeous. So you've got this, Mercury is the planet of communication, intellect, writing, publishing, right? And Neptune is this creative, ethereal, spiritual planet, but it can also have a negative effect. But because this is a trine, it's going to bring out its best qualities, right? So it's very good to meditate. It's very good to write, anything creative, visual arts. It's a brilliant time to do that. And what's really beautiful about this trine is that at the same time, Saturn is sextiling both Mercury and Neptune. So Saturn's bringing in structure, because Neptune can take you on a journey in your head, and you're like, before you know it, you start thinking about something, and then before you know it, 3 hours have gone by, and it's like, oh my God, I got to do all this. That was me today. But with Saturn at play, there's some structure there. Saturn's like, come on, get it together. That's great. You're having those fabulous, incredible, creative ideas. Yeah, come on, let's get some action in there. Let's do it. Come back to the ground and start doing what you're supposed to do. So it's not. There's not loads of things going on in the celestial sky this week, but I think really beautiful things. And we're feeling the full moon for this week too. For most of the week, we're going to feel that. And so it's great, darling. It's not too heavy, and it's just beautiful. So I wish you a wonderful, abundant week and filled with action and positivity. And let's go to the tarot card reading, shall we? Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your reading for October the 14th through October the 20th. This is your tarot card section of the reading. And it's getting very late. I'm trying to get these up in time. Hopefully they'll be up by Monday morning, if I can stay up long enough. If not, they'll be up by Monday evening. Latest, I hope. Okay, Capricorn. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Capricorn for this coming week? And I am wearing my brother's fez hat, my brother Michael, who recently passed away. I just received the hat the other day, so I am wearing it in his honor. I'm channeling my brother Michael. Okay, so 3 cards for... Oh, there's one for Capricorn, please. 2 more cards for Capricorn. 2 more cards for Capricorn. There's 1 and 1 more card for Capricorn. 1 more card for Capricorn. 1, there it is. Okay. Okay, let's go to your clarifying cards. These are clarifying cards for Capricorn. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Capricorn through these clarifying cards for the 14th of October through the 20th? Please clarify. Oh, too many fell out. That was the one. Yeah, that did fall out. There you go. That's the one that was facing up. That's the one we'll use. Okay, please clarify. There it is. And please, it's so interesting. I'm going to tell you in a second. Okay, please clarify. That's my card going off. And I know that that's a Capricorn dinging me right now. It's my friend who's a writer, and he's up late also, so I know he's texting. And how funny is that, Capricorn? And I'm right. It was definitely him. Take a look at your cards, Capricorn. Okay, first card out is the High Priestess. Clarifying the High Priestess is the Four of Swords. Then you have the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Judgment. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles, known as the Green Knight. He might be translucent because he's so green, and this is a green screen. And then you have the Green Knight, clarified by the Fool. Okay. The first card out for you is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is... Oh, let me see if I turn my phone off, sorry. The High Priestess comes into a reading when you are being asked to trust your instinct, to trust your intuition, your gut feeling. If something happens and you get a weird feeling, your body is going to guide you. The High Priestess is making available to you all the wisdom and the knowledge and her psychic powers, all her spells. The Akash is giving you the keys to the Akashic records, the wisdom of all time, right? And so this is a time that you need to trust it. You need to kind of rely on on your gut instinct, particularly this week. So when she comes into a reading, she's saying, come inside with me. All the answers lie within. When you meditate and you go within, that's how you tap into the message from the High Priestess. She'll guide you. Now, you have the Four of Swords clarifying the High Priestess. So the Four of Swords is exhaustion, and it's saying rest. And usually when I interpret this card, I always say, listen, you've got to get sleep. It's basic human need, right? Sleep. And if you can't sleep, meditate. If you meditate for 20 minutes, it's like a 3-hour nap. So meditate. Sometimes when we're exhausted, our mind just goes round. It's like, it doesn't even make sense. We kind of go a little insane, and our mind doesn't stop. It's like blah, 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 right? So the way to quieten that mind is through peace and quiet. And yes, your mind's going to go all over the place at first. That's what meditation's like. But eventually it will be still. Eventually, you'll be able to really hear the message from within. You'll be able to tap into that wonderful fountain of source energy that lies within. It's a vast expanse. And that's where you will find the answers. Now, the next card is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is, it's the Ganesh of the tarot. So all obstacles are being removed. It's like a path is being carved forward for you. This is a time where perhaps you've been blocked for a while and now things will move forward. But look, this is what's interesting, right? Clarifying it is the Judgment card, and the Judgment card represents Pluto, the planet Pluto. And Pluto right now is in a square to the sun and the moon. And it's challenging the sun and the moon. So things are coming up. So things are coming up for you to handle, right? So deal with them. Deal with everything that comes up. And then it'll clear the path forward. Because, you have to look, I use the Ace of Swords when I use this analogy. Say you're in the jungle. Say you're in the jungle and it's thick vegetation and you can't move, you can't go anywhere because you can't get through. And then all of a sudden there's like, a choir singing, oh, a light comes down and there's this beautiful big machete just coming down from the heavens. And it's like, hallelujah, hallelujah. That's how you would feel at the time, right? And you would be carving that way through the jungle and you would eventually get a path. This is a start to something new that's brilliant, but you've got to put some elbow grease into it. You've got to work. It's like you've got to kind of wield that. Yes, it's a tool to remove the blocks, but you've got to take the action, and that's what this is about. And, this is a call to duty. This is a call to action. You've got to take care of things. Whatever comes up during this time, get on it, because it is going to clear the path for you for abundance. It's like you're really going to, come out the other side feeling amazing. And then you've got the Knight of Pentacles. So this is all, it's about slow moving. Now you've got the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles, all the knights are about movement, and he's about movement, but very, very slow, methodically. It's methodical moving. It's like moving very, very carefully. It's weighing your pros and cons. It's being strategic. He will stand on a hill and he'll survey the land, and he will proceed with caution. He does not waste any energy. He doesn't rush in, with his swords ablazing. He's very smart about it and very astute. And he's going to make strategic moves. He's ready to defend and fight if he has to, but he's not going to go in there and start a fight. He's not going to look for it. He's going to, conserve his energy. So it's about moving forward slowly, right? This is about moving forward slowly. Because you're going to be dealing with some stuff that's coming up. And that's okay, because no matter what it is, you're going to handle it and you're going to move forward. And then clarifying this is the Fool. This is about a fresh new start. And it's also like a leap of faith. There's change happening here for you. And perhaps this stuff that you have to deal with that will come up for you, this is going to free you. It's going to liberate you to move forward unencumbered. The only thing he has is this little, the stick with a little handkerchief, a few belongings, right? Now, the thing about the Fool is the Fool will be merrily skipping along and just thinking, wow, there's so many opportunities around every corner. This is great. And then he's not looking where he's going, and he could kind of go off the cliff. And that's denoted here with the dog kind of barking at his feet, saying, come back, don't go down there, it's dangerous. Well, so the Knight is there saying, this is a new start for you, and it's exciting, and you are going to move forward. But you need to plan your moves. So just don't rush in anywhere. Don't make rash decisions. Yes, move forward. Yes, go with the change and be excited about it. But also stay focused. Look around, assess the situations, assess the dangers, and look for the opportunities, because the opportunities will be there. Capricorn, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, family, neighbors, co-workers, social media, and comment. I live for comments and feedback. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.